day 115 of 365 days of meditation. Today's practice, it's Sunday, so slept in. I don't think I meditated till about 10 a.m. I was up late last night at a friend's birthday party, so 10 a.m. practice, and so it wasn't the first thing I did in the morning, but it was the first productive thing I did in the morning. It was about 40 to 45 minutes long, and it's interesting. The last couple days I've noticed that I'm feeling a little bit sort of, a little more emotionally charged in the practice. Part of it could be just going to bed late again last night. I think, I'm pretty sensitive to irregular sleep patterns, it seems. I seem to get pretty dysregulated, and the meditations seem to be a little bit more emotionally intense when I'm feeling dysregulated. So could just be that, or maybe it's just another cycle. I'm digging back into some gunk, and when that happens, there's a lot of emotion in the meditations. There's some tears, uncomfortable emotions. But the cool thing was, today's the first time well, it's not the first time, but it's been a while since I've been experiencing that, at least with any regularity in meditation. And it was interesting to just sort of witness my response when I started thinking about maybe unpleasant things about the past, and they were creeping into my mind, and there's sort of this default reflex to be, to come down on myself, to be hard on myself, to criticize myself. I felt a sort of urge to do it, but immediately I sort of overcame that urge to be negative towards myself, and just started being encouraging. Acknowledging that any emotion is fine, and every experience is just that. It's just an experience. It's an opportunity to learn. There's no right or wrong. There's just the experiences that I've had and that I've gone through, and they're part of my life, and that's fine. And just really sort of trying to noticing this dialogue that's going on, where it's cool to notice the positive dialogue sort of override the negative one that still wants to creep in, but before it has a chance to sort of take off, I just feel this negativity, this sort of frustration rise in the body. And I know usually what's followed is sort of self-chastisement, and to just go straight into overriding that almost automatically, and sort of encourage myself instead, and encourage myself to make space for the emotions, that they're all valid, they're all part of the life experience, that they're neither good nor bad. That's just the labeling of them, and that all emotions, even the ones that seem difficult, are part of the sort of full spectrum of the experience of life, and all of it is to be experienced, I guess. So sort of just reminding myself that in meditation, and again, just kind of cool to notice it, because that would not have been my default in the past. So leaps and bounds. That's it for today. I'm heading off to bed, so in closing, if you're struggling at all with your mental health, worrying, ruminating, feeling anxious or depressed, if you're just unable to cope with your mental emotional state, talk to somebody. Don't suffer in silence. There's nothing worse than feeling isolated and hopeless and struggling and alone. It's a lousy place to be in, and you don't need to be there. You don't need to stay there. So if you are struggling, I would encourage you to talk to somebody, help yourself, and also help end the stigma around mental health. And hopefully in the future, these discussions around mental health are just a normal part of life, and no one will feel like they have to avoid talking about the way that they're feeling. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.